The key reason for refurbishing the office space was for the team. And we spend half our waking life, in the office, so why not make it the very best we possibly can? I absolutely love the finished product, absolutely delighted, beyond my initial expectations. In terms of choosing which my favourite parts of the castle are, a really tricky one because I genuinely love so much of the space. But I think if I had to single one area out, it would be the bit next door, which is the sort of collaborative breakout area, and also the ice cave and the chalet where there's kind of casual meeting and social space. They look stunning. The initial reaction from the staff was really, really positive. And I think in more cases than not, what they saw was well beyond what they were expecting. And also, I think a little bit more quirky in some ways, to what they're expecting. I don't think, for example, they're expecting, a bookcase in a library. But again, these kind of spaces are wonderful. There's no reason why you have to have white walls in a traditional office. Why not have a cosy space where people can kind of really collaborate and relax? The working environment before the fit out was, it's chalk and cheese. It was quite drab, that's an understatement. I don't think it had been touched in 20 years. There was a college and then office space prior to our usage. Real plain sort of cream walls, a drab, dirty, reddish carpet, and absolutely no character throughout the building at all. But no, it wasn't just the visuals, it was the condition of the building. We've done a lot of work in renovating the actual core structure of the building, as well as making it look wonderful. We've replastered a hell of a lot of the building. We've also addressed a lot of the damp issues that were prevalent throughout the building. So, we've really looked after what is a stunning historic building. I don't think the changes we've made in the castle have actually changed the culture of the company, because I think that's very much driven by myself, management team, and just the personalities and characters of the individuals within the building. But what it does do is adds an extra level of motivation, satisfaction, and that uplifting feeling that you get from working in such a stunning place. So I really enjoyed working with Laurence Llewelyn, and we got him on board because he works locally. I knew a couple of people who knew him already, and I knew that he was really keen to kind of get involved in a project that was beyond residential. He doesn't do office spaces typically, and the fact this is a castle, an old barracks, just massively appealed to him. So when I contacted him, he jumped at the chance. And it was really fun working with him. I'll be honest, he was a lot more collaborative than I expected. He took our ideas and interaction ideas on board, and we genuinely worked as a team. And he's a fun character to work with as well. Brilliant. For me, looking after your team is paramount. Your team is your engine. Without a strong team, you don't have anything. So it's paramount for me that I look after them and give them the very best of everything. And that stretches all the way from benefits, a weekend away every year, bonuses, free food and beers, etc., through to the actual working environment. If you get that right, then you have a strong team to drive you forward. I think if anybody is thinking about refurbishing their office, they have to start with why. What do I want to achieve out of this? Is it just to make it look fancy pants? Or do I want to actually affect the way in which my team works? And if it's the latter, which I would argue, is very much worthwhile in most cases, then what do you need to put in place to actually make that happen? And then almost the design, whilst critical, is secondary, because ultimately we want to make sure that we've got a working environment that works for the team who are working here.